Hola clase, ¿cómo están? Excelente! And welcome to Learning with Senior Calcal for our first ever Fun Fact Fez Fridays. Let's see what fun fact is in the Fez this Friday. Today's fact is the unicorn is the national animal of Scotland. Who knew? Don't believe me? Look it up. All right, so welcome everyone. We've made it through our first week of quarantine. Okay, so before anything else, it is time to award the Cow Cow Award. Let's have a look. All right, these are our comments from yesterday's video. And so one I really love is Ariana Flores says, I've missed Senior Cow Cow. These videos are going to make my learning from home experience so much better. Much love and hope all is well. Hope all is well with you too, guys. Trey, our winner from yesterday, says, finally I've been recognized by the Great One. May we all bow down to him. Yes, yes. Adore me. He also wants a house tour. Not going to happen, but I appreciate your enthusiasm. Okay. And Essence has an interesting comment. She says, has anybody else noticed how hard school is without teachers? I didn't notice how many questions I had and concepts I didn't understand. These people are all knowing. Thank you for coming to my quarantine TED Talk. I enjoyed the TED Talk, and I get it. I know it's a hard time, and we're all adjusting. I know it's definitely been different for me doing all this technological stuff. But again, I'm always here for you guys. You know, you can email me anytime, and I'll check it about 1 million times a day. And our winner, who we can tell from the picture, is Javon, even though it says the extreme pranksters, which makes me incredibly nervous. He says, Cow Cow haven't said anything about me, Javon, his son, face palm crying. I replied, I said, you'll always be my son, Javon. Y'all, Javon's, he's my baby boy. All right, Javon, this one's for you, son. You are the winner of today's Cow Cow Award. All right, so now that takes care of the formalities. Is my hair's good? We're all coiffed. We're good. Oh, perfect. I'm starting to do this kind of Elvis thing today. All right. Anyway, so that takes care of that. Now, let's go ahead and do our warm up. Yesterday we were learning about the ordinal numbers, and here is today's warm up. Again, the ordinal numbers are from yesterday's video, all about how to say first, second, third, etc. Okay, so we're going to have kind of a small lesson today, which is good news for everybody. So, clase, saquen papel, and go ahead and pause the video and practice now. All right, let's see how we did. All right, first one, they live on the second floor, would be ellos viven en el segundo piso. Again, word for word. They live on the second floor. Simple. Now, what are those? I need the 10th book. Necesito el 10º libro. We buy the 8th cereal. I know it's kind of a weird sentence. I'm trying my best here. All right, would be compramos el 8º cereal. We buy the 8th cereal. Like, I guess if there are a bunch of them lined up and you want to, you know, point to something on the shelf. Oh yeah, the 8th one, that's the one we get. Those are the Cocoa Pebbles, baby. All right, she sells the 5th disc. Maybe like it's the one you're missing, right? So it would be ella, if you want to say ella, vende el quinto disco. Ella vende el quinto disco. Go talk to her, she has it. Now, this bottom one I set up in a very particular way. So, for example, first of all, he is the first would be él. Imagine there's an accent mark on the E. Él es el primero. He is the first. In other words, he is the first one. Okay. Now, if something comes right after, and that's what I was telling you before, él es el primer chico. Él es el primer chico. He is the first boy. So the first is Oh my gosh. All right, the first is el primero. That stands by itself. Oh, he's the first one. Again, if something comes right after, all you do is you drop that O. Él es el primer chico. Okay, we do that for first and third, primer and tercer. All right, so let's go back over your notes from yesterday. So what we were learning about were the oh my gosh. See if I zoom out, if this will help. All right, hold on. Can we do it? Can we do it? Come on, summon your... There we go. I had to use my cow powers. My cowers? All right, so the ordinal numbers, again, are here. First, second, third, and so on. So, repita clase. Primer, segundo, tercer, cuarto, quinto, sexto, séptimo, octavo, noveno, décimo. And again, I have primer and tercer in red because it could be primero or primer, tercero or tercer. Let me sip my agua. Chin chin. All right. So, and you can see all of these can be feminine. For example, the second house, la segunda casa. All right. The second boy instead would be el segundo chico. Okay, and again, just to recap here, these are placed before the noun just like in English. I need the second book. Necesito el segundo libro. We live on the 8th floor. Vivimos en el octavo piso. As like everything, like I just said, they also match the gender of what is being described. She is the second woman. Ella es la segunda mujer. If it were girl, just to demonstrate again, la segunda chica. A, all the way down. Also remember what we just discussed with primer and tercer. Jose is the first winner. Jose es el primer ganador. Okay, so again, these were our examples from yesterday. Quiero el noveno libro. I want the 9th book. They live on the 5th floor. Ellos viven en el quinto piso. And he reads the first book. Él lee el primer libro. All right, so that takes care of the review. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a practice together, and then I'm going to give you an assignment, which is currently on your Google Classroom page. Okay, so here's our assignment for today. It says, Los pisos del almacén, the floors of the department store. Okay, so this is really a partner thing, but again, your partner is not allowed to be next to you, so we'll just do it on paper. So, like number 1, the person says, ¿A qué piso voy para comprar sopa? What floor do I go to buy soup? So we look over here, and these are all the different floors telling us where things are. So the person says, necesitas ir a la planta baja. So there you go. So la planta baja. So all you need to say is just 6 of these. All you need to say is the floor. Okay. Let's do one together just to make sure we know what we're doing. All right. So first of all, this is a vestido, a dress. Let me see if you can tell me what each floor says. All right. The 5th floor says muebles. That was one of your last vocabulary words, and that means furniture. 4th floor says decoración. Clearly it means decoration. Things, decorative things. Número 3, aparatos electrónicos. Take a guess. Electronics. All right, things like video games and stuff like that. Número 2, ropa de mujeres. All right, think of your words. You know all these words. It means clothing of women. Or in English, women's clothing. And then on this one, it says zapatos. You should know that means shoes. And planta baja, the one that means ground floor, it says cafeteria, and that's why we sent them to the cafeteria in the example. All right, so for the dress, the vestido, which one would you pick What floor would you tell someone to go? So this one would be women's clothing. Now remember, this is how floors work in Spanish. You have planta baja, the ground floor, and the first one up is the first floor, the second floor. Okay, you have to remember that because this is kind of weird. It's different from how we do it. So of course you would send them to women's clothing for the dress. So all you have to do for number one is write el segundo piso, the second floor. That's the whole thing we're practicing here, okay? So number one, the answer is el segundo piso. All right, so I'm going to give you all a minute to figure these out. So pause the video now. Okay, so number two, hopefully the one that you wrote was el tercer piso is electronics, but make sure you didn't write the O. El tercer piso. For number three, that is a cómoda. So you would send them to el quinto piso. The fifth floor is where you'll find furniture. El quinto piso. Número cuatro, the mirror, the espejo, you would most likely send them to decoración. So that is el cuarto piso. All right, for the lamp, I don't know if that would be, I guess it'd be more decoration than electronics. Yeah, because electronics is more like something with a circuit board. All right, so for decoración, you would say el cuarto piso. But again, it really could be furniture as well. So if you said el quinto piso, that would have been fine too. Even el tercer piso, they'll find the lamp somewhere. And finally, for the zapatos, of course, they go to zapatos. So that would be el primer piso. Not primero, el primer piso. So here we have see if you can say it with me. Say it after me. La planta baja, el primer piso, el segundo piso, el tercer piso, el cuarto piso, el quinto piso. Okay? So that was our little assignment we did together today. Now, the last thing is an assignment. This one is on Google Classroom. You'll find this whole thing there. All right, so the first slide says, oh my gosh, this thing. Okay. Now here's what we're looking at. We have a picture of 8 different dogs, and they're all very different. For each picture, write a sentence about the dog using an ordinal number. For example, the first sentence would say, the first dog is big in Spanish. Okay, so we're talking about this one. This one is first. The first dog is big, just word for word. The second dog is small. The third dog is ugly. Okay, whatever you want to say about these dogs, I want it to be in Espanol and using your primer, segundo, tercer things. Okay? So that's going to be your assignment for today. And again, that's worth another quiz grade, which is a very little bit of work to do just writing 8 sentences. Okay? So again, that is in this video. It is on Google Classroom. You can do that on paper. You can type it in a Word document. I don't care. However you want to send that to me. And all right, so we'll finish here. So that's today's lesson. This was your Friday lesson for Fun Fact Fez Fridays. And hopefully you have a good weekend. Don't hit the books too hard. Make sure to, take time for yourself, play a game, go outside, all that good stuff. And I will see you on Monday. And remember, if you have any questions, just get in touch with me. Adios, amigo.